The Boston Blades are coming off of a championship season and are looking to pick up this year right where they left off last year. With a number of returning stars and a complement of new faces, the Blades look ready to challenge for their second straight crown. But the Montreal Stars, who are the Blades' most likely roadblock to a second Clarkson Cup, are coming to town tonight. And as these two teams get ready to take their best shots at each other tonight, we'll be right alongside to start shooting a brand new season of New England Hockey Showcase. We're here on location at the Lawler Arena on the campus of Merrimack College in North Andover, Massachusetts. And tonight we'll bring you a CWHL clash between the Montreal Stars and the Boston Blades. Hello, and welcome to the season opener of New England Hockey Showcase, the program that travels around the region to bring you the coolest game on the planet. Along with crew members Stacey Robert, Brian Jocelyn, Paul Hipple, and Emma Hansen, I'm Bill Robert, and tonight we're featuring two of the top teams in the Canadian Women's Hockey League. Last season, the Boston Blades and the Montreal Stars finished 1 and 2 respectively in the CWHL standings. Montreal had won most of the meetings against Boston last season. However, when the two clubs faced each other in the Clarkson Cup final, the Blades secured their first ever CWHL title with a 5-2 victory. This season, the Blades get underway with a few key players missing, most notably captain and stalwart blue liner Caitlin Cahow, who retired from both the Blades and the U.S. national team at the end of the 2012-2013 season. However, some of the other Blades mainstays, such as Hillary Knight and Megan Duggan, are back for another season. We won't see them as much this year, though, due to their commitments with the U.S. Olympic team for the upcoming 2014 Winter Games in Sochi. But there are some exciting new faces filling out this season's Blades roster. And so far this season, the Blades have gotten off to a fast start with back-to-back victories over the Brampton Thunder last weekend, a 2-1 victory on Saturday in Simsbury, Connecticut, and a 7-2 win on Sunday on the campus of the University of Rhode Island. And so we're ready here at Rinkside, and soon they'll be all set on the ice as well. Coming up next, it's CWHL action as the Boston Blades host the Montreal Stars. It looks to be an exciting game, and we'll bring it to you next, right here on New England Hockey Showcase. It is a matchup between the Boston Blades and the Montreal Stars, the two teams that last year competed for the CWHL's Clarkson Cup title, a title which the Blades did come away with, winning their first title in the history of their CWHL campaign. And they're just about set to take the ice now. Crowd's starting to fill in here, getting set for some exciting hockey here. This is actually the first game for the Blades in their home state. They played 2 games last week. Both victories. One was on the road in Simsbury, Connecticut. The other one was on the campus of URI, the alma mater of my lovely wife and camera person, Stacey. Go Rams. Players coming out to take the face-off now for Montreal. It's going to be number 40, Sarah Valancourt. And for the Boston Blades, going to be number 3. That's Jillian Dempsey in the faceoff, won by Montreal back in their zone momentarily. Now up through center ice, over the blue line into the Boston zone, getting it there. Blake Bolden, number 5, and she chips it out of the zone. Naslin battling for it there along with Valancourt. Puck is knocked into the Montreal, and now going back for it, a couple of players knocked out by the goaltender Heron, and it's now kicked out all the way down to the Blade zone. Winning the race there, it looks like it's going to be Blade. She has it, but then she's broken up. Nice job there. That was, once again, Bolden for the Blades. Blades coming up now. And that's taken away. Blades has it now. Just dragging the puck at center ice. A little bit is stolen. In with it now. Here comes Dempsey. Dempsey, a pass off. Pass back to Dempsey. Oh, she can't get the handle on it. And the puck goes off to the side. Blades corrals it and gets it out and out of Valancourt, who has it just behind her own blue line. Chipping out now, and it's going to go up and stay in play. Going back for right now, that is Hill. Carly Hill for the Montreal Stars. Pass goes up now, and they try it, goes off a stick, and Hill can't get it back. With it now for the Blades is Casey Pickett. However, looked like there was a player on ahead of the play on the left-hand side, so as a result, it'll be offside, and we'll have a face-off just outside the blue line. Number 2 for the Blades, Kelly Cook, I believe, is the one who came in offside, and they'll bring it outside the zone. Actually bring it just outside the line. And face-off once again won by Montreal into their zone, chipped out to try anyway by Cesare, and it's knocked out now. Here come the Stars over the blue line. A little bit of a battle there. Battle behind the net, trying to take it out right now. The Blades, Montreal, though, with the territorial advantage. Off to Cesare now. Goes in and knocked aside by the stick of the Boston goaltender, and it's chipped out of the zone. There's going to be a race for it now. Looks like Cesare will be the first one there. Actually, yeah, no icing. They say that she could have skated faster with it. Now behind the net is Cardella. Pass in front. Oh, shot right in, and a loose puck. And after the whistle went, the puck went in the net. It was a quick whistle, waved off by the referees. And Catherine Herron had already made the stop. They're explaining it right now. The whistle was already blown. It had been blown well before the puck went in the net. They consider it to be tied up by the goaltender Herron, so it's going to be a face-off in the Montreal zone to the blocker side of the Montreal goaltender. Going in there right now, taking the face-off. That's Ashley Cottrell going for it for the Blades. However, face-off won by Bate. I'm sorry, that's Bertrand Lebreu for the Stars. Back out now through center ice, right through the legs of Alyssa Wolfeiler. It's going to go all the way down. It'll be icing. As a result, the face-off will come all the way back to the Boston zone. And it looks like the starters are out there again, at least some of them. Taking the face-off for the Blades, that's number 18. That's Akira Dostal going up against Bertrand Lebreu. And off the face-off, Boston takes it down. Chip attempt out by Bolden, however, it's along the boards and kept in by Montreal. They go back now, behind the net with it. That's number 9, Christy Jensen for the Blades. Tried to get up to Wolfeiler, can't do it. And once again, they pin in deep with it once again. Jensen trying to get it there, battling with one of the Stars. Going behind the net now, edging in a little bit there is Cottrell, number 16. Trying to get it right now to an open person that the Stars are right now. And the shot comes in from the point, goes off a bunch of bodies, winds up behind the net. Bunch of players chipping around for it right now. Winds up being taken by the Blades. That's Shannon Mahoney with it. However, it's lost. Shot in, save, rebound, and they're not going to get to it. A little bit of careless handling in their own zone. Valancourt's got it now for the Stars. She skates behind the net. She turns on the Jets, looking for somebody in front. Tried to get it to Bate, can't do it. And the Blades look to clear, and they do. And it's corralled there. It's over to Hill now. Hill tries to shoot it back, and with it now, that's Bate. Bate is onside. She comes in, takes a shot, and it's knocked away. The whistle blows. Tried to put it on net, but the Boston goaltender equal to the task, keeping that one out. Face-off will be in the Boston zone. Three minutes gone in this one so far. Scoreless tie at this point, obviously, because the game's just starting. The Blades and the Stars here on a Saturday night in North Andover. Won by the Blades going out now, and that's Maggie Taverna with it now. She goes around the boards with it, and here come the Blades looking to move it up. They try and pass it to Naslin going up, but it's going to be knocked away by the goaltender Herron. Kept in, though, for the moment. Blades trying to move out with it now. Blades has it and gets around a couple of players. She's on the move. She's got it. She's onside. Takes a shot in, and went just wide. I believe the goaltender may have gotten part of the pad on it. But the big part of it is no goal. Player hauled down, no call. Back to the point now. Fans on the shot a little bit. And here come the Blades with it. With it now, that's Jillian Dempsey. Dempsey moves it in, but then battles along with Laurie Prue. And it's knocked out of the zone, going all the way down. It looks like we'll have an icing. No, actually, no icing. So it'll be played by the Boston goaltender. And with it now, that's Jensen for the Blades. She's held up a little bit there. Going forward now, that's Cardella. She's hauled down, goes down with one of the Stars. Montreal trying to make something happen in the Boston zone. Pass behind the net now. Whoops. Goes back once again. Jensen tried to get it, couldn't. Loose puck in front. Taken out, and here come the Blades. Blades on the move right now. With it, there's Casey Pickett. Pickett moving, takes a shot, and the save by the goaltender Herron. Pass now high out in the slot. Goes in and goes right off the goaltender. Another save. Emma Rambo
with the shot there. And here come the Stars once again through center ice. And they're just going to scale it into the zone. Boston goaltender stops it behind the net, and she chips it around now, looking for one of her teammates. I believe it was Cook she was trying to get. Now the puck along the boards, along the kick plate there. They're just going after it. A lot of action in the Boston zone so far. Bate's got it now. and she tries to pass it deep. Battle for it in the corner. Stars come out with it, however. Shot from the point goes in, and an easy stick save. Shot from the point there by number 13, that's Veronica Wimay for the Stars. And it goes behind the net, coming back out now with it Wolfiler. She tries to pass it out. It's intercepted just at the blue line. Shot goes in, goes off a skate and goes wide into the right corner. And they try and pass it out. However, the Blades able to move with it. Here come the Blades once again. Wolfiler's got it. She's broken up, but is able to get possession of the puck just long enough to chip it out of the zone. Stars will chip it right back in, though, and go back on the march. Getting the puck now is Bolden. Bolden held up there. And let's see, pass attempt goes off a stick and goes wide, and here come the Blades now. Moving with it, they're trying to get it through anyway, was number 13, Shannon Mahoney. With it now is Hill for the Stars. Pass up and a nice little backhand pass. She tries to bring it up the ice. However, goes off of the stick of the defender Bolden, and then easily in on the Boston goaltender, who stops and gets it for the faceoff. And one of the Stars looks like she's got a bit of an injury, maybe a hand or a wrist, as she went in heavily after taking the shot on goal. And she's actually going to be going back to the dressing room to have that looked at. Face-off in the Boston zone, and it's won actually by the Blades. They'll try and go behind the net right now and then pass it up. Goes off the boards. Kept in, though, by Hill for the Stars. Hill pass over. Broken up. Nice job by the Blades, and here they come on the other side. Moving through right now, that is Dempsey. Dempsey with a shot, and the glove saved by Heron. Few opportunities so far for the Blades. They haven't been able to really take advantage of much. Most of the play has been in the Boston zone, but right now the Blades do get another face-off on the blocker side of the goaltender, Heron. And face-off battled for. Goes back to the blue line now. Shot in, bounced off a couple of players there. I believe that was shot by number 19. That's Maggie Taverna once again. And we've got a whistle, and let's see what we've got here. Looks like we've got a penalty call. Looks like, I think I saw the signal for interference. So we're going to have a Boston player going off to the penalty bench right now. And going off, that is going to be Jillian Dempsey, who's going to get the gates. I believe that was an interference call, so the first power play of the evening will go to the Montreal Stars. Face-off will be in the Boston zone. And let's see who the Blades have out on the PK. They've got Bolden out there. They've also got Jensen. I believe Pickett's out there as well, and also Cook. And the face-off won by Montreal. They try and get it back to the blue line. Over to the point now, that's Pate. Pate with it back, and it goes off of the stick of Pickett, and it's just going to be scaled down the length of the ice. Minute 50 left to go in the Montreal power play. 13:35 left to go in the first period. Stars will set it up once again. However, it's stolen. Nice job on the penalty kill there. Forechecking, that was Cook once again. Kelly Cook, number 2. Going back for it now is a Chartron for the Montreal Stars. She starts out once again behind her own net, goes past the forecheck of Cottrell, and here come the Blades moving through center ice, getting over the blue line now, and they try and pass it in front, and puck deflected a little bit, winds up going behind the net, but they're still able to maintain control of it. Chartrand from the point passes up the boards with it now. Valancourt over there, going to Davidson, over to Chartrand. Shot in, goes wide of the net, behind the net now, trying to get it to the open side. Blades defenders in the way. Chartrand with a shot there, once again goes wide. And it'll be tied up, and we'll have another face-off in the Boston zone. Boston PK so far, so good. Halfway through their first opportunity of the night. Minute left to go on the penalty to Jillian Dempsey. 12:48 left to go in period number 1. So far, no score between the Boston Blades and the Montreal Stars. Whitney Naslin to take the face-off for the Blades, in her own zone. Stars win it, though. Back to Hill at the blue line, over to the point now. Montreal just with it, back to Hill now. Hill, back to blue line. Over to Blaze now. Blaze with a shot in. That went, I believe that went deflected and went wide. They're trying to move it once again. With it right now, that's Cesare. Over to Blaze. Blaze fighting off a check. Dagenet with it now. Dagenet with it now. Over to Hill. Back to Dagenet. Dagenet holding. Passes down low. Trying to get it deep in the slot in front. Nice defense there. It was number 15, Drew Burns, stopping that pass for the Blades penalty kill. 24 seconds left to go on the Montreal power play. And it goes off the body of Naslin. Nice little bit of forecheck there by Rachel Lannis, number 12. Chip back into the zone, though, all the way down to the goaltender. She'll stop it with the stick, and it'll be blasted out there to center ice by Drew Burns, where it's taken there by one of the Stars, who knocks it back into the zone. 2 seconds left, 1 second left, and the Blades will get the player back. And now the play going through center ice once again. Montreal trying to put it back in the Boston zone. However, with it now, they've got Dempsey in the shot, and it goes wide. Wide to the right side, the shot by Dempsey, who was just getting out of the penalty box. Puck leaves the Montreal zone now, and they bring it through center ice. With it now, that is number 12, Fanny Desforges. And she tries a little back pass there, and shot goes wide. That's number 88, Stacey Tardif, with the shot there from the point. They try and get a good pass, goes past Chartrand, goes all the way down to the Montreal end of the ice. And going after it now will be Tardif once again. And the Stars move it out through center ice once again. Nice little touch pass, and coming up with it now, that's Breton Lebreau once again. And she tries a little slap pass in front. Nothing doing as she was blocked, but was able to maintain semi-possession of the puck. Battle for it behind the Boston end line now with it. Oh, a nice little pass in front, but they couldn't get to it. Tried to set up somebody in front, but the Blades got in the way. Blades so far doing a nice job in their own end. Right there, too, as they set up somebody in front. That was one of the Montreal players trying to get it in front, couldn't do it. Brought back right now by Laurie Prue. She's got it behind her own line, and they're going to move it up now. It's kept in by the Blades. With it in front there, Wolfeiler, but she couldn't really get into position to pull the trigger. And here come the Stars once again. It's intercepted, but they have to clear the zone because it did leave the zone. So they had to stay on side and leave the zone. Pass now went off the stick of Naslund. That was from Dempsey once again. And the Stars come going over the Boston blue line. With it there, trying to get it there anyway. That was Valancourt once again. Puck behind the Boston net. Knocked up there, trying to get it to Lannis. Can't do it. Montreal keeps it in the zone. With it now is Blaze. Blaze tries to pass it in front, goes off a skate. Valancourt has it now. Valancourt goes over to Bette. Bette with the shot, and the save once again. Boston goaltenders come up with a few nifties so far, including that one there with 9:54 left to go in the first period. Scoreless tie between these two teams, who were the cream of the crop of the CWHL last year. They finished 1-2 in the standings and were the finalists for the Clarkson Cup, which, of course, the Blades came away with. Face-off in the Boston zone. And it goes back now to Hill. Hill has it at the point. Puts it in, and it goes off of a player in front. I believe that was a Dempsey once again. I'm sorry, that was Dempsey, actually. And Montreal trying to maintain control of it. They get it back in their own zone. Now Hill's got it. Hill passes to Dagenet. Goes off her stick. And picking it up for the Blades now, that's Jill Cardella. She's going to hold it a little bit, trying to pass it off, and goes past Naslund, but they do connect. However, it's not going to be brought into the zone yet. It is now Lannis with it there for the Blades. Chartrand for the Stars, backing up now and getting it. Pass goes off, and here come the Stars once again. Stolen there. She's got to get back on side, though, as one of the players was still deep in the zone. That was Cardella that hadn't cleared the zone yet. Stolen there by Pickett. Going back now, and once again, here come the Blades with it. Blades starting off in their own zone, pass along the near boards through center ice. And chipping it in now is Casey Pickett. She chips it into the Montreal zone. And the Blades will change on the fly. And here come the Stars once again. Nice little bit of a sidestep there, but then she loses the puck. And with it now, here come the Blades. Possible 2-on-1. Moving in there, it's Bolden. Bolden coming from her defense position. Trying to move up with it, and unfortunately a pass goes back, nobody there, so the Blades are going to have to go back and chase it back in their own end. With it now, Blake Bolden. She tries a pass going off to Christy Jensen. And the Blades being harassed heavily in their own zone by the Montreal Stars, but they come out with it now. 3-on-2 for the moment. Moving up right now, that's Mahoney. Mahoney gets it over. Wolfeiler with a shot. Goes off of the, looked to be one of the pads of the Montreal goaltender, Heron. At any rate, it didn't go in the rebound. Found its way back to her, and she's just going to tie it up and get the face-off. 8:22 left to go in the first period of the game. Still scoreless between the Montreal Stars and the Boston Blades. You're watching it right here on New England Hockey Showcase. Face-off once again in the Montreal zone. Won by Dempsey. However, Montreal picks up the puck now. A little bit of a block there. Naslund trying to move it forward, but she's being harassed quite a bit. Batte's got it now, and she's able to scale it back into the Boston zone. Giving chase right now is Maggie Taverna, number 19. She's able to get to the puck first. Gets it along the boards looking for Naslund. Loose puck right now. Batte has it. She passes over to Valancourt. Valancourt tries to get it over. It's outside the zone. They'll have to clear. Couldn't get the puck to Laurie Prue there, so Valancourt's got it now. And a nice little touch pass. Cesare had it momentarily. Taken there by Valancourt. Valancourt trying to get open. Shot and a save once again. Another shot that was labeled. The Boston goaltender able to turn it away, though. 7:43 left to go in period number 1. A lot of good action so far, up and down, back and forth. Nobody's lit the lamp yet, though. Still no score between Montreal and Boston here. And it's won by the Blades. Getting it down, it's Christy Jensen. Jensen tries to knock it around the boards. And here come the Blades with it once again. Pass goes out and sidestepping there momentarily. It's Kelly Cook. She's got it now. She's just going to scale it into the opposite corner. Cardella going after it. The Stars will pick it up, though, and they're able to do a little bit of an extended saucer pass. It went way up there, almost like a blooper, but it's taken now by Cardella once again. She passes back, and here comes the Blades. Nice little bit of a sidestep there. Oh, it passed back, but just outside. It'll be offside. Went just outside the zone. They tried to get the puck to Xiaolin Ding. But that didn't happen, so the face-off will come outside the Montreal zone. 7:13 left to go in period number 1. So far, the Blades 2-0 on the season, looking to make it to 3-0 against last year's Clarkson Cup opponent as the Stars bring it into the zone. Bate tries a centering pass. A little too hot there, really couldn't control it. I believe that was DeForge who tried to do it. Now the Blades chip it up again. We've got the puck in the zone. They are onside. Wolfheiler trying to pass it, trying to get somebody in the slot, perhaps Mahoney. It's going to go along the boards, though, and let's see here. Keeping it in there is Bolden once again. A lot of real estate in the other end of the building, though. The Stars will pick it up and knock it out. Goes through everybody. It'll go all the way down, and it'll be called icing. As a result, the play will come all the way back down to the Montreal end of the ice. Just over 6.5 minutes left to go in the first period of this one. A classic stalemate, 0-0 between Boston and Montreal. Obviously not just CWHL rivals, but in the NHL, these two teams have a pretty heated rivalry and have had for quite a while. As the faceoff was won by the Blades, and they keep it deep with it now. Wolfheiler by the right faceoff circle, pass to the point, goes over now to Bolden. Bolden now back over to Burns. Goes in close, and the slot loose puck. They try and backhand it. I believe it went wide. Wrapper on the head. Score! It did go in. Tipped in there, a loose puck. Had gone behind the net. They chipped it out to the corner. And I believe the goal went to number 13, Shannon Mahoney, who was there to chip in the loose puck with 6:16 left to go in period number 1. And the Blades take an early 1-0 lead in the first period of this one. I believe that was Mahoney, Shannon Mahoney with it, number 13. We'll check for the official announcement as they face it back off. Naslund has it off the face-off, just ships it back into her own zone. Indeed it was, number 13, Shannon Mahoney. And Wolfheiler will get the assist. Mahoney from Wolfheiler, the goal. Came after a big penalty kill, and the Blades find themselves up 1-0 in the latter stages of the first period. Off the face-off, one in the pad save. They got the face-off right to, I believe it was Chartron, who fired it right off from the left point. The Boston goaltender was able to stop it, though, and it goes back now into the Montreal zone. Hill taking it now, passing over to Chartron. Chartron back to Hill, and Hill will try and run it out right now. And she's able to pass it. However, it goes off the back skate of her intended target. Trying to get it there was number 26, Breton Lebreau. And the Blades have it now in their own zone. They try and chip it up, and got a whistle, I believe. It's going to be offside. A little bit of a conference going on in front of the Blades bench here as they get set to do this face-off. 5:37 left to go, period number 1. This is New England Hockey Showcase, and we're bringing you the Boston Blades leading the Montreal Stars currently by a score of 1-0. And once again, Montreal winning the face-off. Cesar's got it now. Passes off and then gets it back. And then chips it up there, trying to get it to Bate. Valancourt in there too, but it's stopped there by Cardella. Brew has it now, gets it over to Valancourt. Valancourt with a pass to Blaze. Blaze is onside. Here comes Valancourt now. She gets the drop pass. She's in the near boards. Tries to get it over to Bate. She's taken into the boards, and the Blades have an opportunity now They just chip it out, and it's going to go right to Valancourt, who's then going to pass it to Blaze and bring it right back into the Boston zone. Blaze has it. She's holding by the left face-off circle along the boards there, and she is actually broken up. Nice job by the Blades defense there.
That's number 17, Ember Rambo.
And it's chipped out, however, not out. Valancourt still has it. A little bit of a sidestep, and she's broken up now. Chipped ahead a little bit there, and that's Kelly Cook for the Blades. Shot goes in, goes wide of the net. I believe that was a Cesare with it. And it goes all the way around the dasher. And here come the Blades with it, moving with it now. That's Mahoney, who's got a goal. She gets the puck now, tries to put it in front. And with it there, that's Cottrell. Cottrell tries to get it loose to somebody in front. However, it's a 3-on-1 for the moment. Here come the Stars over the blue line. They're just going to take the shot. The save! Big opportunity there. The one defender stayed behind, make sure the passing lane was taken away. They just took the shot. The shot knocked aside by the Boston goaltender. And with it now, that is Cottrell. Passes up the boards. Here come the Blades once again. Bolden's got it now. She's going to bring it behind her own net for a minute, slow things down. Still with it, ragging the puck a little bit, trying to get somebody open. She gets it over now to Jensen. Jensen tries to pass up, and it's just going to go through everything. And that'll be icing. And as a result, we'll bring the play right back to the Boston zone. 3:47 left to go in period number 1. The Blades so far on top of the Montreal Stars by a 1-0 score. Goal scored by number 13, Shannon Mahoney. Alyssa Wolfeiler, the assist, number 88. And Blades win the faceoff. Going back for it, there's Jensen. Blaze has it now, however, she loses the puck. Bolden's got it now, and she's going to try to bring it up to center ice. That's a bit of a tap. She took enough mustard on it, though, so it didn't go to the line. Team's in a line change. However, Montreal does bring it back into the Boston zone. Giving chase right now is Burns for the Blade. She's being held up there by Valancourt. Hill now at the point. Still has it. Tries to chip it ahead. And they're going back for it right now. Number 44, whose name I actually don't have here. And there are some scratches and substitutions tonight for the Stars. So there are a couple players here whose names I currently do not have, but who will attempt to get them for you, including the player who just had the puck, 44. Over to Breton Lebreau, I believe puts it wide. And it's chipped out of the zone once again. And giving chase there is Cesare for the Stars. Going in with her is Jillian Dempsey for the Blades. Blades once again trying to hold it in the Montreal zone, and they are able to. Kick back in there by Rachel Lannis. Goes over to the other side there. Naslin going in there. Battle for it in the corner. Lannis tries to move it back to the point where she has Jensen standing by. Chipped up, and Lannis puts it back, actually keeps it in the Montreal zone. So Sarah tries to get it out. She's got the puck now, and she's just going to pass over, and she got it to Thibault. And Thibault's got it. She's in alone. Thibault moving in on goal, takes a shot, and stopped. The Boston goaltender able to get those pads down and really deprive the shooter of any opportunity. That was Dominique Thibault for the Stars. Maybe tried one move too many. Tried to move it and go over to the stick side. Boston goaltender get down with the pads. Was able to stop any scoring opportunity. And, fanning on the pass attempt there, and the point was Chartrand. As a result, the Blades will chip it out of the zone. Stars will pick it up in their own end, though, and try to move it back up. Pass goes over, and with it right there, that's Davidson. Davidson takes it wide. Goes behind the net now. Pass in front. They tried to get it, but they couldn't. They had somebody lined up in front there, but just couldn't connect with the pass. Shot in, actually pass attempt goes well wide. Here come the Blades with it now, trying to move. They've got a couple of open players moving up. Pickett gets it over and goes over the stick of Cardella. She's got it, though. She's able to stop with it, waiting for some help, looking for some trailers there. And it's just chipped out of the zone. Nice little bit of defense there by Mary Provo for the Stars. Going back, and Chartrand will go after it now once again for Montreal. Over to Hill. And they'll kick it back up once again to Bate. Trying to pass it to Valancourt. Pass goes a little too far. Chipped out, and here come the Blades. Pass goes over. They try to get it to Wolfeiler. Wolfeiler has a helper on that one Blades goal. Chipped back to the opposite 88 now. That's Stacey Tardif. She falls, though, with the puck, but Blades weren't in position to really challenge her. Minute left to go in the period. Blades up 1-0. Montreal trying to move it, and it goes through everybody, actually. And it's going to go down, and it'll be called icing, so the faceoff will go back into the Montreal zone. as the Blades change up, get some fresh legs out there. Pretty quick first period so far. Only one penalty, only one goal. Two have nothing to do with each other. Montreal got the power play, however, they were unable to score on that. Blades win the face-off. Went back to Burns at the point. She now puts it behind the net. Oh, in front, there's a loose puck. And it's chipped out, and here come the Stars once again with it right now. That's Bate. Bate moving over the blue line now. She's able to get it, drop past to Blaze. Blaze tries to set up Davenport in front, can't do it. And with that, Cesare now with it. Gets it over to Blaze. Blaze past the face-off circle, tries to center it, winds up getting deflected behind the net. And it comes up the boards of Blades. Maybe one last rush. It's going to go off the stick of Naslund a little bit. It'll be corralled by Valancourt. 20 seconds left to go in the period. Valancourt will just take it and run with it. Pass over. It's chipped up. Valancourt's got it back. Going to try and backhand it there, but she's taken down. And the arm goes up and the whistle goes off. Does mean that we're going to have a penalty, probably a trip or an interference or something on that to call. Looks like actually a tripping call. So one of the Blades will be going to the sin bin once again. Getting to the gate this time is number 11, Whitney Naslund. So as a result, the Montreal Stars will start a power play, which will go for the last 11 seconds of this period and then continue into the next period. Providing they don't score in the next 11 seconds. We've got a whistle. And looks like they're going to redo the face-off. Pickett's take the face-off going up against Dagenet for the Stars. One by Pickett, one to the back boards. Just trying to get through the period right now, and we have another whistle. And we've got, looks like a hold. And who's going to be getting the gate for that? I believe that could be one of the Stars. I believe Sarah Dagenet is being escorted to the penalty box. That was the other alternative that I didn't mention. I said that the Stars were going to be on the power play for the last 11 seconds of the period, barring a goal being scored, or barring one of their players being called off for a penalty, which has just happened. So now we've got 4-on-4 hockey for the last 4 seconds of this period. Big shot in from the point, goes off a stick. That was Hill that deflected it. The original shot there from Maggie Taverna. And that's going to be the way we end this first period. A lot of excitement and a bunch of players on the penalty bench, and that's how we'll start the next one. 4-on-4 hockey as we resume this one when we start the second period. At the end of the first period, the score stands. The Boston Blades 1 and the Montreal Stars 0. Coming up next, we'll bring you second period action. Stay tuned for it right here on New England Hockey Showcase. What a glove save there! Loose puck, shot in, score! Being harassed heavily, but still has it. Gets a shot, score! Top of the slot, shot, score! Doing the shot, and a save, and a save, and a save! Centering pass, score! Loose puck, and a save right in front! Without the glove, and then found the back of the net! Score! Almost ready to start period number 2 of this matchup between the Boston Blades and the Montreal Stars here at the Lawler Arena on the campus of Merrimack College in North Andover. And right now the Blades are off to a 1-0 lead in this first intermission. Goal scored at 13:44 of the first period. A little bit of a chip on a rebound by number 13, Shannon Mahoney. Mahoney with the goal, the assist going to number 88, Alyssa Wolfeiler. Once again, that was at 13:44 of the first period. That made it 1-0, and that's where we stand right now as we're about to drop the puck to start period number 2. Starters out there once again, Valancourt to take the face-off for Montreal against Jillian Dempsey of the Blades. And Dempsey wins the face-off, and here come the Blades. Chipped into the zone momentarily there by Rachel Lannis. However, Montreal has it now. They're looking to move through the blue line. With it now is Bate. She's trying to get around the defense. Moving in, takes a shot, score! A 4-on-4 goal, the equalizer. Really quick one, too. Not very long at all for that one. In fact, 16 seconds into the period. 16 seconds into period number 2. And we have a goal for the Montreal Stars. Scored by number 24, Anne-Sophie Bate. And now it's tied at 1. And once again, we're still 4-on-4 for the next minute and 34 seconds anyway. And then after that, the Blades will have a 7-second power play. And face-off won by Montreal. With it now is Valancourt. Valancourt tries to bring it over the line. She's held up there. Once again by the defender Blake Bolden for the Boston Blades. She kicks it out now, gets it around to Drew Burns. Burns is harassed though. Loose puck up the slot. Shot in by Hill, goes wide. Goes past the goaltender, Alyssa Fromkin, by the way. We did find out her name between periods, thanks to Rhonda Kirby, the GM of the Boston Blades. They're telling us the goaltender for the Blades tonight was not on the original program roster here, but it's number 30, Alyssa Fromkin. And now the Blades bring it into the Montreal zone. Puck is promptly lost, though, as it's taken behind the net now by Stacey Tardif. She passes it out. And looking for Davidson. Davidson's got it now. Has to go back to her own end to corral it, though. And she's able to move past a couple of players, although it's chipped away there. Nice forecheck there by Pickett. Pickett moving in now. Pickett making a shot and a save. Save there by the goaltender, Catherine Herron. Boston trying to get that goal back right away. They led at the start of this period, 1-0. A scant 16 seconds later, that was for naught. As the Stars got the equalizer. And off the faceoff, Boston's got it now. Trying to set somebody up in front. They're trying to pass over. Oh, they had Pickett coming up the slot. They just couldn't connect. And the Stars are trying to move it out right now. With it is Blaze. Goes past the stick of Dagenet, but she's going to get it, and she's going to be onside. And then her shot attempt is blocked. Nice little bit of defense there. I believe that number 18 for the Stars, that's Kira Dostal. Puck going now into the Montreal zone where it's taken. Once again by Stacey Tardif. She goes behind her own net. Stops, curls, goes around. And the pass goes out and moves over off a skate. And giving chase Eric Provo, but she's not going to get it as the Blades are able to get it first. With it there was Breton Lebreau. And now the puck is loose in the Boston zone. Trying to get there's Wolfeiler. She chips it up, goes off of the stick of Ashley Cottrell. And now goes back to center. Here come the Stars with it once again. With it, there is DeForge for the Stars. DeForge picks it up once again. Pass back to the point now to Hill. Hill with a blaster from the point, and it goes off of a bunch of sticks in front, goes wide. And with it now, here come the Blades. Blades moving through with it now is Alyssa Wolfeiler. Wolfeiler gets it over the blue line, scales it into the zone. And then the teams will give chase as the Blades change out, get some fresh legs out there. Moving through, and just missing a check there was a pass by the Montreal Stars, and it goes back into Blades territory now, where it's chipped out, winds up at center ice. And it bounces off, I believe, a player coming off the bench, but the Blades have it now. 2-on-1 momentarily. Naslin's open in the slot if they can get to her. They can, and the attempt is just going to go wide of everything. Stars looking to move it once again. Goes off of a stick, and it's corralled there. With it there once again, Bolden. She tries to pass it up, but can't get it to Naslin. Going back there now is Jensen. Jensen just passing behind her own net, trying to get it over to Lannis. Lannis has it now. Gets it up and moves it. Here comes Naslin. Had a little problem handling the puck, but she's able to finally get it in there. But Montreal right there. And with it now, here comes Thibault for the Stars. She's onside, gains the blue line, shot in, and the save there by Fromkin. And she's going to take that rebound, bounce right off the pads, went straight up, kind of like a little pop fly. And then Fromkin tied it up. A little bit of a scoring opportunity there for Montreal, but equal to the task is Alyssa Fromkin. And then now we are going to have a face-off. Face-off just held up in the face-off circle. And going down under there, Jill Cardella actually after the face-off went to her knees and just held it there. So they're going to call a face-off. Both teams back at even strength now. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. 16:25 left to go in the second period. Face-off won by the Stars to try and get over to Jensen now. And Bolden, oh, loose puck in front. And Valancourt almost had a shot, but she was harassed heavily. Nice job there in front. I believe that was Cook that held her up. Well, then now it's Blaze. Blaze, tough angle. Just airmails it right over the crossbar. And here comes Cardella with it once again. Tries to get it to Pickett. Intercepted by Valancourt. Valancourt brings it back in. Sidesteps, makes a little room for herself. Had Blaze in the slot, but couldn't get it to her. Shot goes in now, a deflection attempt, but winds up being stopped by Blaze. In front with it now is Jill Cardella for the Blades. Looking for Pickett, goes off a stick. That's the pass that get intercepted before. Once again, they have it, and they're onside. Davidson's got it now. Davidson worked off the puck a little bit by Cook. With it now is Provo. Blades have it now moving out. Drop pass for Pickett. Casey Pickett with it. Shot in. Player taken down in front. And the puck is in there somewhere. They can't figure out where it is. I think it's in somebody's equipment. As getting taken down in front there was number 2 Kelly Cook for the Blades. And as a result, the puck wound up getting caught up on her equipment. They finally were able to retrieve it, fish it out, and they're going to be calling a face-off outside the Boston zone, outside the Montreal zone, I should say. 15:24 left to go in the second period, and face-off kicked out by Davidson. Provost has it now for the Stars. She's able to sidestep a defender, get it out to Dagenet now, but then she loses the puck and is heavily back-checked by Wolfeiler, who's able to get the puck to the left corner. And knocked off the boards there. And actually coming up right wing now with it, that's Wolfeiler. Pass attempt goes off the stick of Davidson. However, the Blades do press and are able to get possession of the puck in the Montreal zone briefly. It's kept in there by Cottrell. And there's a battle along the right wing boards for it now. And they're just trying to fish it out. Still a battle for it. Finally kicked out, I believe that was Wolfeiler, but it goes onto the stick of a Montreal Star, who passes it ahead. Kept in though, nice job by the Blades. Nice bit of forechecking there. However, it's chipped ahead right onto the stick of Drew Burns, who then chips it in. Tried to get it over to Wolfeiler, but Wolfeiler couldn't catch up to it. Blades change out. Loose puck in front with it right now. The shot in and the save! Right in front, getting that loose puck, Jillian Dempsey. She was denied by Heron. Dempsey tried a little bit of stick magic, I should say, but by the time she got the puck off, Heron was in position, was able to stop it, keep it out. And the face-off in the zone, it's going to be Valancourt against the aforementioned Dempsey. Won by the Stars to try and get it out to the point. It's a steal, and here comes DeForge with it now. 2-on-1 momentarily. She's got it. Shot goes in, and the save there by Fromkin. Knocks it wide, and the Blades will come back now. Pass goes off a stick. Still kept there, winding up with it though is Dempsey. She passes it ahead, and they're moving in with it now. They try to get it to Naslund. Can't do it, and Hill's got it now for the Stars. And she's just going to sidestep Naslund and try and work it out behind her own net. They got a couple of passes down. Kept in though. Kept in by Jensen momentarily. Still on the forecheck. Blades keep it in. Nobody there in front though. Hill's going to have a chance to scale it out, and she does. Tries to get it up to Valancourt, but Valancourt being caught up heavily with
Emma Rambo. Rambo
now passes up. Pass goes off the boards, and it chipped over. It's going to go to center ice where Chartron will field it for the Stars. Pass goes up now. Naslund's got it. Little pass behind the back. Dempsey's got it now coming up on the right wing. Intercepted though and taken out once again by the Stars. Chipped back in though. Scaled in by Blake Bolden. Went right off the body of Kathy Chartron. Picked off. Almost there. That was Kelly Cook. Almost picked that off and ran in with it. Couldn't keep control of the puck though. Going in there now to forecheck is Casey Pickett. She can't get it though, and now the Stars are trying to move it all the way up the ice. Goes back now, and Bolden can't hang on to it. Here come the Blades with it once again though. Here comes Pickett. Pickett moving through center ice over the red line. She's got the blue line, still moving, tries a drop pass. However, her intended target there was Cardella, who got held up by one of the Montreal defenders, taken now by Cook. Cook's got it in, Kelly Cook with it, and she tries a shot in, but it's taken off and winds up on the stick of Stacey Tardif. And the pass back to the point now. Oh, it goes right past her. All the way back to the Boston end. That was number 19, Maggie Taverna. Couldn't get that hot pass back to the point and has to go all the way back the length of the ice to retrieve it. Her pass attempt goes off of Bate. Bate's got the goal for the Blades, and for the Stars rather. And the Stars are offside. Valancourt was trying to bring it over, but Bate and Blaze were already ahead of the play. So the face-off will be brought to outside the Boston blue line. 12:17 left to go in the second period. This one knotted up at 1 between the Blades and the Stars. Face-off won by the Stars Valancourt. Goes back now to Cesare, and they knock it back into the zone. Going after it now. That's Valancourt. Valancourt behind the net. Still has it. Tries to chip it back to the point. And with it there now is Prue, Laurie Prue for the Montreal Stars. She skates it across the ice, winds up in the right wing face-off circle. Puts it off the side of the net, and she has the puck knocked away by one of the Blades. That's number 18, Dosdal. Or is it 16? I'm sorry, it's number 16, that's Ashley Cottrell. And let's see, Bate shoots in. and it's caught by Fromkin, but there was a whistle just as the shot went off, and I believe once again Montreal were offside, so as a result we are going to go back to the face-off circle just a bit outside the Boston blue line. Almost at the halfway point of the second period, 11:44 left to go, and right now it's 1-1. Face-off won by the Boston Blades. Goes back to Bolden, who then passes it through traffic, and they tried to get it up to Rachel Lannis. Couldn't do it. In the Montreal zone, loose puck there, and right now Montreal bringing it out. Winds up on a Boston stick though, and trying to move it around now. That's Blake Bolden. Bolden gets the pass up, and here come the Blades now. Bolden's got it, moving up, tries to pass. Oh, she can't get it, and it's going to be a penalty. The pass went over to Rachel Lannis. She tried to get the shot off, but she was hauled out, and another trip. We might have two calls here, as Lannis was hauled down, and so was Jillian Dempsey. We'll see how they adjudicate this. There was one tripping call initially, as the pass was going to Rachel Lannis for the original scoring opportunity. And it looks like, let's see, they're going over to the penalty bench right now. And they do have two players going there, so it's going to be a 5-on-3 for the next 2 minutes for the Stars. A terrific opportunity, as they've got two players in the box right now, Provo and also Davidson. For the Stars, I mean, it's a power play for the Blades. And right now the referee going over it with Captain Kathy Chartron for the Stars, who is none too happy about this particular situation. But nonetheless, right now Blades on a two-player advantage. Off the face-off, the Stars win it, and they just blast it right out of their own zone. Going back for it now for the Blades, it's Drew Burns, number 15. 5-on-3 for the next 2 minutes. See if the Blades can do something here. Blades have it now. Over to the point, pass up goes to Cardella now. Jill Cardella for the Blades. Goes in, they try out a little bit of a redirect attempt as he tried to send it in front, and I believe it was going once again to Pickett. Cardella's going to get it as the puck is scaled all the way back into the Boston zone. She moves up with it once again. 1:22 left on those two minors, those two tripping calls. Pickett's got it now, but then she's dispossessed of the puck. Oh, it goes in, bounces off a couple of players, but with it now is Casey Pickett. Pickett with it now. Sidesteps a little bit. Still holding it. Gets the pass now over to... oh, sidestep, and score! That was tic-tac-toe! Pass going in. Pass across the crease. They had somebody set up. The first pass went to the goaltender's left side. She went over to get that. The pass went back to the right side. Bing, bang, goal. I believe the goal was number 4, Cardella. Couple of assists there. And we'll have a change in goaltenders now for the Boston Blades as we have the stoppage in play at the halfway point. Coming in now, that's Brittany Ott for the Blades. Cardella does get the goal. Cook gets one of the assists. So right now the Blades with that power play goal. And by the way, don't forget, the Stars only get one player back, so Boston still on the power play. Shot goes in, deflected right in front, and stopped once again by the goaltender, Heron. So the goal was scored there by number 4, Jill Cardella, a power play goal. And now Boston has regained their 1-goal lead, and they're still on the power play for another 30 seconds with 9:36 left to go in this second period as they win the faceoff. Naslin's got it now in the right wing faceoff circle. Naslin now back to Burns. Shot in, and it's stopped there. I believe the goaltender Heron flashed the glove a little bit after the shot from Blake Bolden came in. Burns has it now, and she's just going to pass it back, and with it now is, oh boy. Bolden gives it up. The shot, the save by Ott. Ott challenged early. And they get Davidson back now. She moves up on the play, but the Blades are able to get it out of the zone. Pass goes across here, and here they go. Once again, it's Dempsey. Dempsey with a shot, trying to get the shot in. Nice job there by Hill, standing up in defense. Cross-ice pass goes off of the stick of Dominique Thibault. They battle for it now on the near boards, and the Stars come out with it. Chartron's got it now. Gets over the blue line. And it's basically her because the rest of the team's on a line change, and the Blades have a chance to move up and catch the Stars on a line change. Moved up there by Rambo, but then taken away. Prue gets it behind her own net, scales it around the boards, and with it right now, this is Provo. Provo knocks it into the zone. Dagenet has it now on the left wing boards. And bringing it out right now, that's Maggie Taverna once again for the Blades. Held up a little bit, does a little dance with the net, tries to get it up to Wolfeiler. It's taken away by the Stars. Knocked out of the zone, then kicked back in. Number 10. Emily Bokia for the Stars kicked it back in. Clearing attempt by the Blades stopped, and the Stars do keep it in, at least for the moment. But here come the Stars with it, Blades with it now, rather. And a little bit of a collision at center ice there. It was between Cesare and number 16, Ashley Cottrell. Battle for it right now in the zone, the Montreal zone, I should say. Behind the net now, behind her own net, trying to get it out of there is one of the Stars. That's Laurie Prue. They're able to move it out now. Blaze has it. Emmanuel Blaze for the Stars coming up the right wing. Trying to set up Bate in front. Bate's already got one goal. Bate's got it now in the left wing corner. Battling a couple of Blades. Wolfeiler's in there. Blaze has it now. Blades scaling around. Tries to get it past to Valancourt. Went a little bit behind her. They go back to the point now to Chartron. Chartron stops. Gets it to Valancourt. Valancourt now. The arm is up. The goaltender's left the net. And we got a penalty coming up on Boston. A delayed call. And now Boston has possession, and they will blow the whistle. I think they indicated a slashing call. So Wolfeiler is going to go out. So now Montreal has a chance to get one back as they get the extra player. Power play opportunity for the Montreal Stars with 7:07 left to go in this second period. Number 88, Stacy. That's number 88. That's Wolfeiler, not Tardif. Wolfeiler for the Boston Blades. She is off for 2 minutes. And that's a 2-minute slash. Over to Chartron now. Over to Valancourt. Back to Chartron. Chartron, shot in. Oh! Pops off the stick of the goaltender out and then goes up and high and wide. Stars keeping the zone now. Back to Chartron. Over to Valancourt now. Valancourt back to Chartron. Up the slot, moving. Curling it around. Gets it to Bate. Bate's got a goal. She shoots it in. And it goes off in front. And we'll have a stoppage in play. And as a result, the face-off is going to come outside the zone. Minute 35 left to go in the Montreal power play. Boston right now up 2-1 with 6:40 left to go in the second period, and the Blades able to clear the zone, get it into the Stars zone. Montreal has it now behind their own net, and moving out with it now, that's Chartron. It gets it over to Bate, off to Valancourt now. Valancourt over the blue line, left wing face-off circle, and it's taken away by Casey Pickett, who then scales it down the ice, and Montreal is going to have to reset. Minute 9 left to go in the Montreal power play. And so far, the Blades PK has been equal to the task. With it once again, here comes Montreal. Bate up to Valancourt. Valancourt over the blue line. Stops again in the left face-off circle. Goes deep, looking for Bate. Can't do it, but Davidson has it now. Davidson back to Chartron at the blue line. Pass over to Valancourt once again. Left wing face-off circle. She's just holding it right now. Passes over, tries to get it, and gets it to Davidson. She puts it right in on net, but Brittany Ott already down and in position and ready to gobble that one up. So we will have another face-off with 42 seconds left to go in the Montreal power play. 5:49 left to go in the second period. Once again, the Blades right now staked to a tenuous 1-goal lead. Face-off won by Montreal. Back now to Hill. Hill passing, gets it back now. She passed over to Dagenet and then got it back and now send it back to Dagenet. Dagenet holding. Back now to Hill. Hill gets it to Cesare now. Cesare with a shot up and goes over everything. Held in though by Dagenet. Knocked out. Nice job by the Blades. Nice little bit of a forechecking there by Jillian Dempsey. Dempsey's got it now, and she's able to kill some time, but Montreal gets the puck back. But the Boston forecheck causing them to waste some time. 7 seconds left, I should say, in the Boston penalty. 1-0, and they get the player back. Wolfeiler comes out of the box, and the Blades look to just scale it out of their zone right now, try and hit Wolfeiler on the fly. She's got it. Wolfeiler at center ice. Passes up now to Lennis. Lennis moving in, takes a shot, and it goes off the midsection of the goaltender, Heron. Montreal coming out with it now. We've got a Montreal player slow to get up. That's Serre. Moving back with it now. That's Bertrand Lebreau. Scales it right in on net, and it's knocked aside by Ott. Kept in now. Bertrand Lebreau with it once again. Behind the net now. A couple of players battle for it. Going down there is one of the Blades. I believe that was Bolden once again. Wolfeiler battling for it now. She's actually losing it. Shot in by Bertrand Lebreau, and the save by Ott. Ott once again with the save. Had a few testers already. So far, she's kept them all out of the Boston net. 4:27 left to go in the second period. Even up right now at 5-a-side. Chartrand off the face-off. Gets the shot in, goes a little wide there. Face-off was right to Kathy Chartrand. She fired one off, but did not connect. And right now it's in the left wing corner. A few players battling for it there. A couple of Stars, a couple of Blades. Fighting for it there. And getting it is Bate over to Chartrand now. Pass over to Hill at the blue line. Hill zooms in a little bit, gets in, and takes a shot that goes off the stick of goaltender Ott. Ott once again in there. Trying to keep that next opportunity out, and in fact she does. Montreal pressing though, looking to get that goal back. The one that they gave up on the 5-on-3 disadvantage. And once again with it, that's DeForge. And Bertrand Lebreau in front. Tried to chip it over, but it couldn't connect. Over to Chartrand once again, the pass from Hill. Chartrand moving up a little bit. Tries to put it, tough angle shot, maybe looking for a deflection off of DeForge in front. Oh, nice little bit of stick handling there by Valancourt. Shot goes in, another save by Ott. Montreal pressing right now, trying to get this one back. Trying to see if they can go into the room's tied. Oh, big collision there. No penalty call. Basically, Bate was trying to advance, ran into Blake Bolden, and got upended. With it now is Blaze. Blaze tries to pass it in front off a foot. Bate tries to chip at it, can't. Blaze has it now. Once again, it goes off a stick as the Boston defense is pressing there. Goes outside the zone. Nice job by Shannon Mahoney defending the goal there. Mahoney has the first goal of the Boston effort tonight. Valancourt's got it again. Blaze got it now. Tough angle shot. Blaze, I should say. And comes out all the way back to Bertrand Lebreau. Forechecking there by Casey Pickett, but she gets a big cross-ice pass off. Couldn't connect with Valancourt, though. And the Blades look to move it back in the Montreal zone. Trying to forecheck right now. In there is Joe Cardella, who got the last Blades goal. Still in the Boston zone. Cardella's got it now. Sidesteps the forecheck of Dagenet. However, sloppy puck handling in their own end. With it now, that's Provo in front. Goes off a bunch of sticks and goes wide. There's a bit of a high shot there. And Boston looking to move it out. With it right now is Jensen. Jensen tries to get it around the boards. Looking for Pickett. Chartrand picks it off. Gets it over to Davidson now. And the shot from Hill. That's just going to go wide, and it'll be corralled. It was going high and wide anyway, but Ott taking no chances. She just corrals it with that big goalie glove. Stops and grabs it, gets the face-off with 1:48 left to go in the second period. .148 left to go in the second period. Blades currently up by a goal. A power play marker by Joe Cardella at about 9:54. And let's see. Oh, Naslund went off her skate. She tried to kick it to her stick, but couldn't do it, and couldn't see that she didn't do it. So as a result, Montreal jumps on the loose puck. It's scaled out there, goes through a bunch of people. Nice job there by Blake Bolden. But the Stars able to get to it and get it back in. Bolden gets it up now to Burns. Burns tries to pass up to Naslund, and goes off of a Montreal stick. And here come the Stars once again, moving in with it there. That is Thibault. Doesn't get it though, and here comes Naslund now. Blades on a break. Naslund pass. Oh, she tried to pass it and wound up getting knocked off the path by Chartrand, who kicks it to the back boards. Otherwise, she would have been able to set up Dempsey. Naslin trying to hold it in the back corner there. 1 minute left in the second period. Blades up by a goal, and they're pressing right now in the Montreal zone. Fan pass attempt there by Tardif. She's just finally able to get it over to Chartrand. Pass up the middle of the ice in the skates of Provo. I'm sorry, that wasn't Provo, that was Davidson. And on the near boards, now they try and kick it up. Loose puck. And Montreal takes it momentarily. Thibault scales it into the zone now. Giving chase there is Drew Burns for the Blades. Over to Taverna now, who tries to chip it up the boards. Stars on the forecheck, pressing. Cesaire's got it now. In front, the pass, the shot, and the save. They head it to Davidson high up the slot. She got it right on net, but Ott was able to turn it away. Loose puck now, up through center ice. Naslin able to chip it ahead. 7 seconds left in the period. I think we're going to end the second period, knotted up at the Montreal blue line. And that's going to do it. So Montreal gets back on the board just as the period starts. The Blades are able to get that one back on a 5-on-3 power play. And we finish this one, once again, the two teams just a goal apart. At the end of period number 2, the score stands: the Boston Blades 2 and the Montreal Stars 1. We'll be back next with third period action right here on New England Hockey Showcase. Teams are coming out for the start of the third period, and as it stands right now, the Boston Blades lead the Montreal Stars by a score of 2-1. So far, the scoring for Boston in the first period, goal at 13:44, scored by number 13, Shannon Mahoney. Alyssa Wolfeiler, number 88, had the assist on that one, and at that time, that made the game 1-0 in favor of the Boston Blades. Montreal came back just 16 seconds into the second period. A goal scored by Anne Bate to make it 1-1, 16 seconds into the second stanza. And then at 9:54 of the second period, the Blades got the goal back on a 5-on-3 power play. Goal scored by Jill Cardella. The assist going to Kelly Cook and Drew Burns. And that made it 2-1, and that's where we stand right now. Shots on goal, second period. 14 for the Montreal Stars. Right now they have 27 overall shots on goal for the Blades. 7 shots in the second period, making it 16 overall for the Blades. So right now, Montreal with the heavy advantage in shots, but the important part is, big advantage in goal right now. Boston leading 2-1. Players are getting set to face off now. They're ready to drop the puck. And once again, the two teams getting set to start battle, and they do that now. Face-off won by the Stars. Puck chipped back to Hill now. That's Carly Hill for the Stars. It's chipped out. Blades try and bring it into the zone now. It's scaled in there. Naslin's got it. It's checked by Chartrand before she could get a shot away, though. And with it now, that's Davidson. Tries to get it up to Bate. Winds up going on the stick of Blake Bolden for the Blades. Had to hesitate there, make sure I didn't say Blade Bolden. Although that would be kind of an obvious nickname, I guess. Scaled into the Montreal zone, kicked over by Chartrand, over to Valancourt, back to Chartrand now, who basically dipsy-doodles through 2 players, loses control of the puck, though, and as a result, it's chipped back into the Montreal zone. Played there by the goaltender, Heron. And it looks like we've got a whistle. And we will have the face-off in the left-wing face-off circle of the Montreal zone. They're showing that the puck was hit with a high stick, which is why they called the face-off. And 2 players battle with Dagenet and Cardella in the face-off circle. Now the puck is knocked out along the boards. Taking it now, that is Laurie Prue for the Stars. Kicking it up now to Provo. Blaze almost had it coming through, but then she was broken up. Blades holding the puck now. Kelly Cook pass off. And loose puck. Blaze has it now. And the pad save by Ott. Emmanuel Blaze came down with it after it was pretty much handed to her. Ott was able to get down and extend the leg and get the pads out. In front once again. Action in front of Ott. Shot goes in there, and Provost tries to fire one off. And once again, Ott able to stop it. Nice job by the Blades goaltender, and the faceoff will be to her blocker's side in the right wing faceoff circle in the Boston zone. And once again, one back to Thibault now. Shot up, and Ott gets it with a glove. She had gone down anticipating the shot along the ice. It wound up going high. She caught it with the glove, basically eye high. And we've got another faceoff in the Boston zone. And, battle over the puck there, finally taken by Montreal. From the point, they try to get it to Thibault. With it now, it's Bolden. Blades are on the move, coming through center ice. Bolden going wide. She's got a couple of players. Going to hold up for a second there. And then go ahead looking for Wolfeiler. It's going to go all the way around the dasher. And chipped back in there by Ashley Cottrell. Coming out with it now is Stacey Tarter for the Stars. She passes up, and they move it through now. Nice check. Oh, boy. It was a nice check, but obviously the rules are a little different in this particular brand of hockey, so. And that would have been a really nice check, but in this particular case, it means that Blake Bolden is going to be serving 2 minutes in the penalty box for that one. So as a result, all of a sudden the Blades will find themselves shorthanded again. So far their penalty kill has been perfect. See if they can keep that record up right now, as they're down by a player in their own zone. Facing off, the faceoff is won by the Blades. Nice job there by Dempsey, Jillian Dempsey for the Blades. But with it now, that was Valancourt for the Montreal Stars. Stars have it still. Dagenet tries to pass it back to the point to Chartrand. Kathy Chartrand now on the blue line, just skating, holding, trying to line up a shot. Pass over now to Valancourt. Valancourt pass back to Chartrand. Chartrand with a one-timer, and I believe Ott got that with the pad. And they're trying to move out with it right now. Here comes Dempsey. Dempsey trying to take it short-handed. Two players collide. Stop short. Can't get the handle to it, though. She was trying to get around the two Montreal players who collided with each other, but she couldn't get a handle on the puck to pull the trigger. Great short-handed opportunity for the Blades, but they do not connect on it. As they try and clear it out of the zone once again. Chipped back there by Davidson now. Into the corner with it is Provo. Gets it back to Davidson. Davidson now bringing it up the right wing boards over to the blue line where Chartrand waits. Chartrand brings it in, and it goes off a stick, and I believe Ott got a piece of it too. So far, Brittany Ott doing some nice play and goal for the Boston Blades, and they're coming out with it right now. Once again, that's Dempsey. Dempsey didn't have a chance to pull the trigger last time. She does get it off this time, but it's high and wide. Nice forecheck there by Casey Pickett. Casey Pickett, a big part of this Boston Blades penalty kill. Chartrand has it now, and it passes all the way up to Valancourt. Valancourt tries to get it to Cesare, can't do it. And Pickett now holds him up a little bit along the boards. Nice D, nice penalty kill there. Pickett's got it, and she's just going to scale it back into the Montreal zone. Nice little bit of penalty killing there by the Blades, number 7. And coming out with it now is Hill. That's Carly Hill for the Montreal Stars. Goes off of the stick of Dominique Thibault. And as a result, it's chipped back into the zone, and we have a whistle. Let's see what the issue here is. Didn't see the referee who made the determination. They're discussing it right now at center ice. Didn't see a signal. There's a stoppage in play. 6 seconds left to go in the Boston penalty. 16:05 left to go. And I believe what we have is a timeout. Or will it? No, actually. Once again, haven't seen a signal from the referees yet, but I bring it back to center ice. I wonder if it's a hand pass or a high stick or something like that. At any rate, once again, it's won by Thibault over to Blaze to Hill, and now back to Emmanuel Blaze. Stars will take it through center ice. Into the zone now, takes a shot, and once again the save by Brittany Ott. Loose rebound, she's out of position. Oh my goodness, shot in, went right off her pad. One of the luckiest saves you will ever see. Out of position, the shot went in. Lucky trajectory for Brittany Ott, the Boston goaltender. And now there's a bit of a set-to in front of the Boston net. Ott was down out of position, the shot came in. Just happened to hit her left pad and go wide. What's the old saying? Some days you'd rather be lucky than good. Ott's been a bunch of both tonight. So far, she has held this 1-goal lead for her Boston Blades. Now, in the midst of everything, we have another penalty being assessed. I didn't see the signal for what, but that was the reason for the stoppage in play. Going off now is number 22, Sarah Dagenet, for the Montreal Stars, which means now the Blades have killed off a penalty, and now they're going on the power play. Face-off won there by Dempsey. Back to the point now. Looks like it was a roughing call. Shot there, went out of play. Just had to check and see what the call was. I didn't see the rest initial signal. I believe it was, thought I heard roughing call. That's going up against Dagenet. Dagenet in the box for the Blades. And in the ensuing play, Blades won the face-off, went back and forth a little bit between Dempsey and Bolden. Bolden finally got the shot off, but it was deflected in front and went into the protective netting. So as a result, there was a stoppage in play, and the face-off was brought outside the Montreal zone. Bolden tries to chip it up now, and here come the Blades with it. With it now, that is Dempsey. They're onside, and Naslund tries to get it to either Dempsey or Lannis. It's going to be scaled all the way out, though. There's a race for it, and it's going around the other end as the goaltender Ott chips it around the other side boards. And with it now is Naslund. She's able to get it back to one of her players here. That's number 15, Drew Burns, who already has an assist tonight on the first power play. Oh, trying to put it in front. Oh! They had Naslund set up in front for a redirect attempt, and they just couldn't put it on net. Naslund's got it once again, just cruising around the zone. Back to the point, back to the blue line, out to Bolden. Back to the point now is Naslund. She chips it back in along the left wing boards. Naslund, it goes past Naslund actually, all the way back into the Boston zone. 46 seconds left to go in the Boston power play, and it's going to be icing. Unfortunately, the goaltender Ott tried to fire up a quick pass to try and catch the penalty killers from Montreal on a line change. However, she put it through all of her own players. As a result, it's going to be icing. So you've still got 43 seconds left in this penalty, but Boston is going to start to play in their own end of the ice. 14:26 left to go in period number 3. 43 seconds left to go in the Montreal penalty. Boston on the power play, up by a goal, 2-1. And had to make a quick change there. A little bit of confusion there. And no, they couldn't bring Pickett in, so they wind up bringing Rachel Lannis back out there. Face-off in the Boston zone. Once again, Montreal shorthanded and will be for another 40 seconds. Behind the back pass from Bolden. Goes over to Cardella. Cardella's got a goal tonight. In fact, she's got the power play goal. Right now, Boston trying to fight for it in their own zone. Pass goes up now through everybody, and trying to get it there is Lannis, but can't do it. The puck goes back to center ice. It's taken there by Kelly Cook. Over now to Blake Bolden. Bolden's got it now in her own zone. And the pass goes up through the skates of Cardella. And it's chipped up. She's able to corral it, though. Hill tried to chip it up, and the Blades almost had it. It was chipped off by a Montreal stick. Cardella's got it now with Thibault in hot pursuit. And once again, Cardella, she's got to curl off with it. Pass goes over now to Taverna. Taverna sidesteps and gets into the zone, but then loses the puck. And here come the Stars, 3-on-2 for the moment. With it now is Thibault. Thibault tries a shot in. It goes off of a stick. Nice job of defending that pass. And here come the Blades with it once again. Moving up the line with it now. They've got it. Still moving in with it there. It's number 16. That's Ashley Cottrell. And let's see. Looks like we're going to have it tied up by the goaltender, Heron. Indeed, it went right into the catching glove. So as a result, face-off will be in the Montreal zone. Both teams are back at even strength. Boston not able to cash in that power play opportunity. They still lead 2-1, 13-15 left to go in the third period in the game, actually. I should say in regulation with the score this tight. Face-off won by the Blades. Kicked up into the zone, but taken by Montreal with it now is Bate. Gets it over to Valancourt. Valancourt on the move over the blue line. It's moving in and held off the puck there. Nice defense by the Blades. Can the Blades bring it back now? Puck bounces off a bunch of sticks at center ice, but corralled once again by Valancourt. Valancourt tries to pass through, can't get it. Over to number 55, of course, that's Provo. Mary Provo for the Montreal Stars. Nice little bit of back checking by the aforementioned Provo there. Errant pass winds up going onto the stick of Bate. She's got it now. She goes wide. Loses the puck, though, as she was about to try and take a shot. Tries to pass to Provo. That goes wide. And Montreal just changing up right now, trying to get fresh legs. Errant pass goes to Hill at the point. Goes now to Chartrand at the blue line. Chartrand with a shot in. Goes off of the leg of Bette. That one looks like it stung a little bit. She's actually hobbled up a little bit as she skates off the ice. And once again, the Stars look to move it through center ice. Blaze gets it over the blue line. Pass up ahead now. Once again held by Montreal. Taken away, nice little bit of a stick checking there. And here come the Blades. With it now, that was Bolden. Bolden moves it through. Back part of the zone now, she's got it in the left wing corner. Tries a little bit of a back pass there. Looking for Lannis, not getting her though. Dagenet's got it now, though it's in her feet, she's got it now. And is able to pass it out to Emmanuel Blaze. Blaze has it now, she's held up there by Bolden. And we've got an offside call as the Montreal attack was held up a little bit. Some of the other players jumped in ahead of the play. As a result, it's going to be an offside call, and the face-off coming outside the Boston zone. 11:42 left to go in period number 3. You're watching New England Hockey Showcase, and right now, here at Merrimack College in North Andover, the Boston Blades hold a slim 2-1 lead over the Montreal Stars. As Montreal wins another face-off, they try and pass it up and get it over to Fanny Deforge. Cesare tries to get it. Can't. Being held on the boards now by Thibault. Goes back to the point now. Shot goes in, blocked in front. Loose puck in front with a Thibault again. And it gets chipped and goes high. Never makes it quite to the net. Thibault now. Back to Cesare at the point. Cesare has it blocked by Cook. Cook now trying to harass Cesare. And Cardella has the pass. Goes off the board. And with it now, Casey Pickett with one player back. She's got Cardella coming in too. Pickett with a shot. And it goes wide. Nice job there by Stacey Tardif for the Stars. And right now the Stars come back into the Boston zone. Pass up the slot. Held up though. Nice little bit of back checking. I believe that was Pickett again. As trying to move in there was Thibault. She was coming up the slot, but Pickett was able to catch up with her. And Blades have it now in their own zone. Duggan tried to chip it out. Moving ahead with it now. That is Shannon Mahoney. Mahoney with a goal tonight in this one, the first one for the Blades. Chartrand has it now for the Stars. She actually does a little bit of a back pass to Hill, and they move it up once again. Here comes Bate. Good to see her coming out again. No ill effects after taking that shot off the foot or the ankle. With it now Chartrand. Chartrand tries to move it in. Hot gets it with a stick. There's a loose puck in front and a whole lot of bodies. Clear real estate now for the Stars to move. Bate's got it, although she's being held up a little bit now. With it is Valancourt. Valancourt pass to Chartrand. Chartrand with a one-timer. And a blocker saved by Brittany Ott. Wallfowler gets it now. Held in by Hill. Nice little job there. Hill getting in, getting to one knee, keeping the play ahead of her and keeping the puck in the zone. But here come the Blades right now. With it is Rambo. Rambo tips it up. Goes all the way into the zone, going back for Cesare. She's got Wallfowler right on her heels. And Blaze loses the puck. Montreal's able to get it out though. And with it now, that is Burns once again. Moving up, and here comes Provo with it. Provo pass a little ahead of Blaze. Going back is Bolden. She'll get it for the Boston defense. She stops there and then does a little back pass to Drew Burns. Burns chips it up the right wing board. Cesare gets it though, puts it on net, and it's knocked aside by the stick of Brittany Ott. Pass goes around the dasher to the other side. This one's probably going to go all the way down, and we will have an icing call, and the play brought all the way back into the Boston Blades zone. 9 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in regulation. Blades still hold a narrow 1-goal lead over these Montreal Stars. Always a tight match when these two teams get together. And the faceoff won once again by the Blades. That was Jillian Dempsey winning the faceoff behind the net. Now Drew Burns takes it with a pass over. Goes over to, tried to get it up to Rachel Lannis. And it winds up going through everybody as there was another attempt to scale the puck into the Montreal zone. Another icing call and another face-off in the Boston zone with 8:59 left to go in regulation. And the face-off in the Blades zone. Dagenet in there for the Stars, Dempsey in there for the Blades. And possession now going to the Blades. Blake Bolden has it there behind her own net. She's able to get it around the boards and over, and they try to pass out now. Trying to connect, but couldn't get it to Rachel Lannis. Hill in there to save the day for the Montreal Stars, although she gets it through 3 Boston players. Blaze has it now, and then Blaze gets back checked by the Blades. Hill's able to get it over now. to Provo. Provo with a shot in, wide of the net. And Blades trying to come out with it once again. Pass along the boards. That was Dempsey trying to get it out to Lannis. Blaze keeps it in. Passes to Adajane in the slot. And once again, Brittany Ott takes it aside. Kept in the zone once again with it there is Provo. Provo with some space. Can't get it onto the stick of Blaze, though, at least not cleanly. Chartrand with it now at the blue line. Chartrand shot in. Doesn't make it to the net. I believe it went off Blaze. Cesare has it now. She's along the boards. Trying to get it out there. Jillian Dempsey now gets it over to Burns. Burns for the Blades. Scales it along the glass. Goes off Provost, but then she's taken down. And that's going to be another penalty. I believe it's going to be Lannis going out for roughing as she takes down Provost. As Provost tried to corral the clearing attempt along the glass. So once again, the Blades find themselves shorthanded. Well, it's 7:49 left to go in this one, at least in regulation. Blades still 2-1. And Rachel Lannis getting the gate. 2 minutes. It'll be a roughing call. And the face-off inside the zone. Once again, taking the face-off, Casey Pickett, who's one of the best players in the penalty kill for the Blades tonight. Pass back now for Chartrand. Chartrand pass, and fanning on it there was Valancourt. And the loose puck comes out, and on the move right now, it is Pickett who chips it into the Montreal zone. She's been terrific for the Blades on this penalty kill tonight. No wonder that two of the letters in her last name are P and K. And it's going to be an icing call. Costly error for Montreal. They had the power play, but they chipped it a little too far. Went into the Boston zone, so as a result, face-off comes all the way back out to the Montreal zone. Minute and a half left to go in the Montreal power play. 7:19 left in regulation. Montreal up by Blades, I should say, up by one solitary score, and they win the faceoff. Wallfeiler tries to shoot it in, goes out the foot of Thibault, but Tate tries to chip it out. She loses her footing, but still able to get it out to Valancourt, who then chips it into the Boston zone. Puck goes around the dasher, takes a little bit of a weird hop. Beneficial to the Blades, though, as Cardella is able to chip it out a little bit. Chartrand keeping it in, though. Pass goes over now. Valancourt has it. Gets around Wallfeiler. Tries a backhanded pass in front. Clearing attempt blocked. Chartrand has it now. Over to the one-timer. The shot to save. Rebound. Ott is down. And I believe she stopped it. Huge play there by the Boston netminder. The pass went across to the right face-off circle where Davidson got a shot off. Ott made the save. There was a rebound. She was able to stay in position. Montreal not able to capitalize. Halfway through this power play, they still are without that key equalizing score. A minute left to go in the power play, 6:49 in regulation. And the faceoff won by Montreal. Pass over goes to Chartrand now. Chartrand holding at the blue line. Goes over now to Dagenet. Pass, tried to get over to Provo. Taken by Bolden. Bolden's almost able to get a backhander to it. Taken now and brought back up by Montreal. Chartrand with a shot in from the slot. Actually, I'm sorry, from the point. And that was blocked by the Blades as well. Chartrand with it now. And she gets it back, gets onside, over to Provo now. Provo passes back now to Chartrand. Over to Dagenet now. Dagenet with a slap shot. Goes wide of everything. Saw that one. It had almost like the parting of the Red Sea, but just was not on net. Chartrand has it now. Past the hill, back to Chartrand. Shot in, and it looks like it went wide, bounced off the backboards. And Naslin's just going to get it and fire it out of the zone. 8 seconds left. It looks like that's going to be it. And they will get the player Rachel Lannis back. 3, 2, 1. They get the player back. They change out, and out comes Cardella. Both teams once again at full strength. Cesare has the puck now. She brings it over the blue line, and it goes off the stick of the defender. That once again was a Taverna. Goes along the left wing boards now. A few players battle for it. Chipped out. Nice job there. Nice little poke check by Jill Cardella. Cardella's got the go-ahead goal for the Blades at this moment. Goes back to the point now. Cesare's got it. Cesare has it blocked by Pickett. With it now is Cardella. Nice job of these Blades players getting in the way. Pickett and Cardella keeping the Blades from capitalizing. We're all back at even strength now. It's tied up along the left wing boards. Puck is still loose. Refs holding onto the whistle. And it's chipped out now and then knocked out of the zone. There's a race for the puck there. Going back for it is Tardif for the Stars. And almost getting it there was Kelly Cook for the Boston Blades. Comes out of the zone now. And the Stars bring it over the blue line now. Takes a shot in. And a pad save there by Ott. Rebound. She's able to hold on. And then just keep it out. Once again, a stoppage in play. Montreal have not been without their chances, but so far, Brittany Ott, the Boston goaltender, has stood her own in that Boston goal. Nice job there between the pipes by the Blades number 1. When I say number 1, I mean that's the uniform number she wears. And coming out now, and a trip down from behind was Bolden. Bate hauled her down, but no call. Actually, no, there is a call. The ref does have an arm up. Blades will be on another power play as the goaltender Ott heads to the bench, and the Boston Blades will get the extra skater. Blades coming off now. They move through center ice. With it is Bolden. Bolden behind the back pass. Gets it onto the stick of Cottrell. Cottrell tries to set up in front. Goes over to Bolden now. She can't stop in time. And finally, Valancourt's able to get a stick on the puck. And they finally activate that delayed penalty call. And you're probably saying at this point, what's the 4-1-1? Well, I'll tell you. The 4-1-1 is this. There is 4-1-1 left to go in regulation. 4:11 to go. The Blades are up by a goal, and they're about to be up by a player as well. As Anne-Sophie Bate is going to go out for that trip. And now the Blades are back on the power play. With it now is Burns. The pass goes in, and a shot in, and it's a weak shot. Might have caught something on the way in. Pass goes over now to Taverna. Taverna fans on the pass a little bit, but is able to get it over to Burns. Pass now goes back to Burns, back to Taverna. Taverna tries to put it in tight to the slot. Loose puck there, trying to get it there. Oh, loose puck, they couldn't get to it. It was chipped to the open side, but they just couldn't get it to Duggan. I'm sorry, that was Naslin. And they couldn't cash it in, pass off the boards, winds up going through everybody. Winds up going through onside, though. Actually, it goes to the ref, who falls down. The other ref gets in there, calls onside, but then the puck goes outside, so the Blades will have to reset. It's chipped back into the zone. Chartrand will just try and fire it back out. She's actually able to get it down to Emmanuel Blaze, who gets it to Tebow, but then it goes off her stick. Blaze has it now. The Stars are shorthanded. Here come the Blades now. And that effort has left the Stars a little deep. 3-on-2 for the moment. Pass there. Oh, they tried to pass through and couldn't get it. As Dempsey tried to get it through to Lannis. Coming back on defense was Blaze, and a nice job breaking that one up. 44 seconds left to go on the Montreal penalty. Boston Blades are on the power play. They lead by a goal, but they're taking it out of the Stars are taking it out of the zone, I should say. As Blaze just chips it into the Blades zone. It's tricky tonight. We've got a Blake, we've got a Blaze, and we've got the Blades. And another trip, Valancourt's going to go as she hauled down a Boston player. Which means now, once again, we've got 2 Montreal players in the box, this time for 24 seconds. Last time the Blades had a 5-on-3 advantage, they put one through. Jill Cardella scoring the goal. Let's see if they can add an insurance goal here. And actually, Montreal is going to be fixing it off in their own zone. But they're 2 players short now. And the Blades can put the foot to the gas here. Pass goes back to Bolden off the faceoff. Over to Bolden now and then back. Shot goes in. Oh, they tried to get it over. They had Pickett standing by, but she just couldn't corral it. And it's taken out by Hill now. Hill is able to interact with Bolden and take the puck and bring it all the way down. And in 5 seconds, they'll get Bate back. The Stars will. So here we go. Blades once again moving through center ice. With it now is Cardella. And she loses the puck, and it's knocked out. Gotta watch out. Bate's about to jump on that loose puck. And they're just going to pass it ahead again, and actually goes off a stick. Trying to rush there was Hill. Pickett didn't respond in time. Gonna be brought all the way in on goal. Ott actually has to play it. She's able to get it off, though. Nice job getting it off there to Burns. Goes to center ice now, and Montreal with it once again. Here's Valancourt with it now. The other penalty, by the way, wasn't Valancourt that got the penalty. It was Vanessa Davidson. It's her second penalty of the night. In fact, her first one was at the first 5-on-3. And with it now, still shorthanded, by the way, Montreal. And they're making the moves in the Boston zone, but now Pickett's got it. Pickett moves it out, and the Blades is trying to move it, and they'll just go for a dump and a line change. Going in deep to get the puck, and actually putting it on net there was Dempsey. Goes back to the point now. Goes over and goes through Dempsey's stick now, but through her stick and her feet. Naslin's got it back to Dempsey now, but it hops off of her stick, and Valancourt's able to just fire it off. And Ott holding it for Maggie Taverna. The pass goes up along the boards now, looking for Rambo. Goes behind the net now. Pass over to Whitney Naslin. Naslin tries to pass it up, but it's kept in by the Stars. The Stars pressing. And the Stars now, they've got the extra skater as they pulled the goaltender, Heron. 30 seconds left to go. Montreal pressing, looking for the tying goal here. Empty net at the other end of the ice. With it now at the point, that Chartrand. Chartrand chips it in the midst of a bunch of bodies. It's taken out there. And Lannis tries to get it out. Naslin working with it too, but the Stars able to move it back to the zone. Davidson's got it now. Davidson skating in, takes a shot, and it goes over everybody. Hill's got it now. Hill's got the shot, blocked by Lannis. Lannis just fires one toward the empty net. Oh, just missed wide. Just missed the empty net wide, but it doesn't matter because the time has expired, and the Boston Blades have come out with an exciting 2-1 victory over the Montreal Stars. A lot of activity in the Boston zone. And let's see here. Not quite, actually. They called icing there, 2 seconds left. Everyone had gone out to congratulate the goaltender. Referees were like, hey, wait a second. 0.2 of a second left. And since the puck missed the net, it's an icing call. We did hear the buzzer go, but the referees put 0.2 of a second back on the clock. They've got Davidson taking the face-off. Left-handed shot there. Obviously, really the only option that the Stars have right now is to try and punch it ahead off the face-off. But the Blades have set up the wall of players in front to kind of prevent that. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout called by Montreal. So, the Stars call a timeout. We thought this one was over, but it's not over, just a lot more interesting. So retract everything I just screamed. This game isn't over yet. Rachel Lannis tried the clearing attempt / empty net shot on goal. And the puck went just a little wide to the right. 0.2 of a second left. Everyone set up in front, and the shot goes in, and they did try and get it toward the net, but it stopped right at the left wing faceoff circle. And now we can officially say this one is over. A tight one for sure, and a thriller. The Boston Blades have held on, and they win this one. Final score, the Boston Blades 2. And the Montreal Stars 1. A lot of activity in that last few minutes, but Blades able to hold them off. Brittany Ott, some great saves in the Boston goal, although really, we should call her Brittany Knott. No scoring in this third period, so we'll go back and look at periods 1 and 2. First period scoring just 1 goal by the Blades. Goal scored by number 13, Shannon Mahoney. The assist going to number 88, Alyssa Wolfeiler. And at the time, that made it 1-0, and that's how the first period finished up. Second period, 16 seconds in, and Bate of the Montreal Stars tied the game, making it 1-1 at the time, 16 seconds in. And at 9:54, the 5-on-3 power play goal. Jill Cardella for the Blades finding the back of the net after a nice little dish-off, a little tic-tac-toe. Drew Burns from one side, kicked it over to Kelly Cook. Cook was on one side of the net. The goaltender, Heron, came out to play it. She got it over to Cardella, who was waiting on the other side, on the open side. She slammed it right home. The goal going to Cardella, and obviously the 2 assists going to Cook and to Burns. And that's the way it finishes up. No scoring in the third period. Brittany Ott, an amazing job in the Boston goal. And the final score, the Blades taking this one with a score of 2-1. On behalf of our crew tonight, our camera people, Paul Hipple, Brian Jocelyn, Stacy Robert, and my assistant, Emma Hansen, I'm Bill Robert, thanking you for tuning in to this edition of New England Hockey Showcase. We'll see you again.